Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Clara here with us, and she's helping people publish their books. And she's involved in non-fiction books. So Clara, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, my name is Clara Rose. I'm the founder of Rosedale Publishing, which is a hybrid publishing company. I work with people to help them create a book to use as a tool for their business, ministry, cause, or brand. Of course, that is the nonfiction world that I work in, and it's for the purposes of lead generation or client transformation, or sometimes they want to leave a legacy with a book. So that's what I help them do, from ideation about a book to completely published. So that's what I do.
Fantastic. And so can you tell us a little bit more about this lead generation and how this is helping people grow their business?
Sure, sure. So when I say lead generation, I really mean a tool that's going to help attract the right people for your business or your ministry or your brand, whatever it is that you're growing, whatever it is that you're doing. So lead generation tools could be used before someone's heard about you. They find your book or their book was recommended to you on whatever topic that you specialize in, whatever your superpower is. So they read your book and go, oh, I totally need this person to help me with whatever that is. Like for me, they might read my book, Building a Better Brand, or they might read my book, Consistency Matters, and go, oh, Claire's the person that can help me write my book. I know because of this lead generation tool, right? So that's what most of the lead generation tools look like. Sometimes it's something that you leave behind when you speak, right? It's a back of room sales thing. They've heard you speak, but then you're just establishing yourself more thoroughly as an expert in that field. And they then think, oh, yep, I need this book. And oh, by the way, I need to hire Clara or Tony or whoever, right? I need to hire this person. They're clearly the expert and can help me with the transformation that I'm after.
Totally. And how do you actually help your clients really present that transformation in such a good way so that people reading it can actually see that?
Well, it's really all about writing a good book, right? It's about writing a book that is the correct tool, right? 'Cause anybody can throw something together and put it out in this day and age, right? With all the tools that are available, you can just throw something out there. But having a good book starts with the foundational pieces. And I call that a brainstorm and blueprint. And that's where we spend the time. I spend the time with my client saying, okay, what does this book need to do, right? What does this tool that we create, what do you want it to do? And then let's brainstorm what should be in there. And then let's blueprint it in such a way that it pulls the reader through the book. It captures the voice of the author, so that, which is the most important part, so that when the reader is reading it and then they meet you, they're like, oh my gosh, it was like having a conversation with you directly, right? It was like we sat down together and had a talk. I could hear you in your book. That's capturing your voice. And then establishing yourself as an expert in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? I hope that all of my books clearly establish me as an expert in the writing and publishing industry, right? That's always the goal.
Yes. And who are your sort of usual clients?
Most of my clients are a professional of some sort or an entrepreneur, right? They're doing something in the world. They're chiropractors and therapists and business owners who want to use a book as a tool, but they're a professional in some capacity.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this for?
Well, I opened my first publishing company in 2009. So I've been doing that specifically since 2009. But prior to that, I actually did business development consulting for about 20 years. I helped people start or grow fledgling businesses. And it just over time morphed into, me saying, we really need to write about what you're doing. Let's get you in trade magazines. And then it was, you know what, we really need to find other places. Let's blog, let's write. And then it turned into, you need a book. So before the world was saying, you need a book, Clara was saying, you need a book. And so we started creating books, and it has just proven to be the fastest way to actually get influence, right? To establish yourself as an expert and gain influence.
Yeah, that's great. And obviously speaking about being fast and everything else, like and being able to produce quality content and produce this individualized content that speaks in your sort of voice. So how that what you're doing actually compares to some of the AI softwares that we have available right now?
So, a very different process for sure. So, when I work with a client, I'm looking to get their ideas out of their head in onto paper, right? Into a book. AI is a software that uses a search engine tool, right, to go out onto the internet and collect other people's stuff. Right. So when you ask it a question, it goes out and it looks. It's not a human. It doesn't think. It doesn't have its own ideation, doesn't have its own, creative process. It's gleaning from other people. So the stuff that it actually pulls in is other people's stuff, other people's information. It could pull in whole paragraphs, whole chunks of other people's copyrighted content. And now you're plagiarizing. So it's a very different process. AI is a fabulous tool for ideation, right? It's a fabulous tool to say, hey, I'm having this thought, give me more information about this, or dive deeper into this idea and give me some content, give me some feedback. But you still need to take what AI gives you and then make it your own. It still needs to be your own creative thing to be able to slap it on a book and go, I'm the author of this content. It needs to be your ideas. You do not be stealing it from other people. Very different process.
Totally, totally. And if someone wants to actually find out a little bit more about you, learn more about you, connect to you, or maybe find out more about your books, how they can do that?
Well, you could find me pretty much anywhere as Clara Rose, anywhere online. In social media, you can find me as Savvy Clara Rose because I'm the creator of the Savvy Author brand. So Savvy is attached to my name everywhere you go. My weekly show is called Influence Matters with Clara Rose. You can find me on Area 52 TV. You can find me on YouTube, all sorts of places. But if you want to get directly to me, go to clararose.com. You can have a look at my website. There's a form on there where you can actually engage with me. If you'd like to have an appointment, hop on my calendar. We can chat about your book project. Or if you are looking to be on the Influence Matters show, you can hop over there and grab a spot on my calendar. We can talk about whether you're a good fit for my show. So, pretty much anywhere online, you can find me as Clara Rose.
Fantastic. Clara, thank you so much for being a guest today.
Mhm.
Thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. If you liked it, drop us a like, subscribe, and also share it with your friends and family. On top of that, if you have any questions for Clara or me, you can drop them in the comments and we'll be more than happy to answer them. See you all in the next episode. All the best and bye bye.